Tarot card meanings for beginners. What they mean and how to interpret them. If you're new to tarot cards, the meanings of each card can be hard to figure out on your own. In this guide, we'll talk about what each tarot card means and how to use them in readings in order to better understand the language of these beautiful images. If you want to learn tarot card meanings for beginners, keep reading. I ask you for subscribe the channel. If you are interested in learning more about tarot, I recommend that you enroll in Tarot Tatiana's course, found at her official website linked below this video. A brief history of tarot cards. Tarot cards have a history that dates back centuries. From deck designs to interpretation, there's plenty of information available online. Originating in Italy, tarot cards were primarily used for gaming purposes by nobles during medieval times. The people who created these decks were called cartomancers because they interpreted how cards were laid out to determine a person's future or tell fortunes. Although different versions of these cards can be found all over Europe, Italy remains home to traditional Italian suited decks made with 4 suits, cups, coins, wands and swords, plus an additional suit of trumps. How the cards work. Each tarot deck contains 78 cards, 22 Major Arcana, or trumps, and 56 Minor Arcana. But no matter which deck you're using, those numbers are used in pretty much all of them. For example, a reversed meaning, where a card is upside down, could still apply in a different deck if it has exactly that number of cards. Still, there are slight differences between decks in terms of imagery on some cards as well as cultural references. Basic meaning. The tarot cards have many meaning depending on which deck you use. Each deck is different, but there are some basic similarities between each one. The general concept of a tarot reading is that you ask a question and then draw 5 cards from your deck. You lay out these 5 cards in front of you face down, then turn over each one individually, left to right. Then you look at each card individually and try to determine what it means in relation to your question. Major Arcana. The Major Arcana consists of 22 cards that represent big life events. They often depict classic themes, such as death, temptation, or resurrection, and are meant to serve as a reminder that those themes are ongoing parts of your life. What happens in these cards is just as important, if not more so, than what they say about you. Minor Arcana. Minor Arcana tarot cards are also known as suit cards. These are numbered 1 through 10, and each suit has a name that corresponds with its number. For example, in a tarot deck of 78 cards, there are 4 suits: wands, fire, cups, water, swords, air, and pentacles, earth. The minor arcana correspond with these suits. Aces are considered 1, 2s, 2, 3s, 3, etc. Court cards. Court cards represent people in your life. When you see a court card, think about who that person is in your life. What role do they play? Do you have an important relationship with that person? Is there a problem or conflict between you two? If so, what is it? Practice makes perfect. Tarot reading is not a skill you can pick up overnight. It requires both practice and an understanding of tarot card meanings. But if you are new to tarot cards, don't fret. Start with some general readings on daily themes that everyone can relate to. These types of simple questions allow you to get accustomed to interpreting cards without confusing yourself with more difficult inquiries. Soon enough, you will be able to use these skills for yourself or in your own readings for others. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe.